If you've seen Microsoft's new AI badge, you probably thought, what the hell is this? And why is this where Microsoft is spending its money? Can't you just use your phone? That reaction makes total sense, and it sounds kind of weird initially. But the thing is, Microsoft didn't build this for you sitting on the couch being entertained. They built this for another much smarter purpose that signals their entry into the race for building AI wearable hardware that Meta and Google are currently dominating. In this video, I will walk you through what exactly is this AI badge, how does it work, what are the use cases, and most importantly, why this signals a big change in the future of wearable AI hardware. My name is Dinesh. We organize the world's biggest XR and smart glasses hackathon, and over the last 10 years we have seen a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I have some cool insights I can share from working with these companies. So most people see this thing and immediately think, dude, I can just use my freaking phone. And that question makes the badge look completely pointless. But it's actually the wrong question to ask. Here's why. Of course, your phone is much more powerful. You already have it. It has like everything that you need already. But that comparison would assume that the badge is trying to replace your phone or trying to be a new device entirely. But take a look at the form factor of this device. It has a clip, it has a lanyard, it has a badge holder, and that is pretty familiar, and it exists already, and millions of people are already using this. It's being used in every hospital, every retail floor, every factory. Basically, when you're on the field or when there's a secure environment being needed, you always have the badge. So Microsoft didn't try to build a new device and try to look for a use case. They already looked for something that already being used millions of times and just gave it a brain. So now that you got the right frame about it, the kind of like case for this stops becoming a puzzle. But let's still talk about some of these use cases where this thing actually makes sense, because there are some specific ones that they are showcasing also that I want to highlight here as well, so you kind of understand it a little bit better as well. Think about the nurse moving between patient rooms, capturing vitals, updating notes, logging, follow-ups. All has to be done hands-free because you have something also on your hands typically or often. And the critical problem is that hospitals, for example, are generally understaffed and just kind of like overburnt out. There's like many more patients than staff available. You just don't have the time and luxury to make a proper report, fill things into a form, and just like make sure the bureaucracy is working. You can also take the same logic and then apply it to a retail store, to a factory, to a worker being on the field. Typically when you don't have the time or luxury to be like sitting in a place when you're like on your feet and here, and you have like a bunch of information, you have like a lot of flows going on where you still want to make sure, okay, you have what you need with you as well. And you can also kind of like immediately capture information, of course, via audio or via photos, do some videos, like just being purposeful for the work that you need to do, and not being distracted by having your phone, unlocking it, and then having like a bunch of notifications and a bunch of apps. You see, oh yeah, my mom called me, I don't know, like random stuff that is going on. It's just you have this thing, you capture it, it's done. You say something, okay, it's in your workstation later on, and that makes you much faster. At least that's the vision of this device. And it's already being tested right now. So there are a lot of pilots at the moment with enterprise pilots running with Best Buy, CVS Health, Levi's, and Target. So you can kind of like see, okay, how will this work out across different industries? And this is something that Microsoft is also testing internally right now as well. So all of these use cases follow the same pattern. It's typically when you would take out your phone, but you want to be hands-free, and also you would use a badge, but you kind of like basically squeeze the phone into your badge and make it focus on this one. Of course, I'm not going to be the target audience for this device, obviously, but I kind of like and prefer often these dumber specialized devices. Like a simple example is actually my Remarkable over here, which is, think of it as an overpriced iPad. I mean, you can write on an iPad, right? But this thing is just made to write, and you can just like write around, and it's only doing this thing, but it does it really well. Like the texture feels amazing, it's lightweight, it only has this one thing, it's not distracting, And that is kind of like why I personally also, for example, understand the translation from the badge to like devices that I use as well. So one important topic that is also not being addressed most of the time at least is kind of like where is this going with edge AI? And before I talk about edge AI, let's actually clarify what this even is. So what edge AI means is that the AI is powered and run on the device itself. It's not connected to the internet, it's not connected to the cloud. So for example, if you would have any glasses, I think these are not edge AI, but that means that you could run the LLM and the AI power and everything on the device. Is not going to other servers, which is of course incredibly important for private and sensitive data as well. The badge is doing some of the work locally, so there's like some edge AI element inside of this one. Not entirely, because it's still connected to Azure, which is then run on the enterprise cloud. Again, I don't want to get like super technical and super deep. Unless you want to have more of this, then let me know in the comments below. But in general, I think this is like one big picture that we'll discuss more on the topic. Why I believe that edge AI is the future, more than having like super crazy powerful AI that still runs on OpenAI or Meta or Google or other servers basically. So what's the bigger picture of this, and why is this kind of like gadget type of thing a signal for something bigger coming in the future? Because Microsoft is not just building a badge, they are sketching out what the next computing platform might look like. And it's not one device. That is really the vision and communication that many of the major tech platforms and chip manufacturers are talking about, is that the next computing device is not one device, it is multiple devices connected by your agents. So you would have your smart glasses, you would have your badge, you would have your pendant, for example, your earpods, your smart ring, and they're all communicating together on specialized use cases that they have. Like the smart glasses see what you see. The ring would have your vitals. The pendant could maybe, I don't know exactly, but I will make a detailed video on this one. And the badge, of course, is like focused on enterprise, obviously. And these things will then connect into your own ecosystem. Like for example, me, like I have my smart glasses connected to my Notion workspace, which is incredibly helpful actually. Like I really like this. Like I'm super happy to have my fitness data and like some other things. I can run this in my own system and I can do my own queries. I mean, I'm a nerd, so I do all of this stuff. But I even have my freaking grocery list on my Notion basically. So I can use the phones, I can go grocery shopping. I have my list over here in real time, and my wife can change things like, hey, you have to get some milk. I see this here. I go to the grocery store, I get my milk. Okay, cool, it's checked off. It's also checked off in our backend system. You see, like that's kind of like nerdy stuff that you can do, but that is becoming more and more and more seamless and easier for not just tech people. And that is the crazy part about it. Like these things are getting more and more connected, and that is kind of like where how I would interpret that these companies are talking about, hey, the next generation of computing is not one device, it is multiple devices connected together for your own agents and for your own ecosystem. So the badge is only one node within this ecosystem that is shaping up right now. So in the next video, I will talk about how the future of computing may look like when you have agents distributed across different devices that you have, and they are part of your ecosystem and not somebody else's server. See you soon.